People that have a higher income tend to have higher levels of PFAS in their body. PFAS are known as that toxic forever chemical. They build up in your brain and your body with every little bit that you ingest. And they're in lots of our consumer products, right? What's interesting too is that this is not just an American phenomenon. This has been observed in Europe as well. Why is this? Well, it's because of their consumer products. And rich people tend to have more products with PFAS, right? So PFAS provide a very specific function. They make things like non-stick. Some of these more like function-based products, those also tend to be more expensive. They tend to be more recreational. Those tend to be ones that people of higher income have. Second thing has to do with household size. And this is interesting. So people of a higher income tend to have less people per household and more square footage. That means all of the things that they have that are plastic and PFAS, so PFAS in your paint, right? PFAS in your like deck sealant, those things will leach off into tiny bits. And because there's not a lot of people living in that house, it will settle on all the surfaces, and all that dust being spread across only 2 people. People of lower income tend to have more people living in a household in a smaller space, and dust tends to not settle because there's so many people kind of going through. It does show that merely by making different choices, you can positively impact your body and your health. Your consumer choices make a big difference. And again, it always comes down to how divorced we are with how humans lived and evolved. It's just really interesting. Every time I read one of these studies or there's some explanation for why certain groups are more impacted than others, it always comes down to this is not how humans evolved. Humans did not evolve having 2 people in a big fucking McMansion by themselves with everything being waterproof and never going outdoors, right? No, that is not how humans evolved. Humans evolved tribal, multi-generations living in one house. We didn't have new shit all the time. We made everything that we owned. We fixed the things that we owned, right? And so the closer we get to that, typically the healthier you're going to be, because that is how humans evolved and survived